The discovery. Dr. Elena Martinez stood motionless in the vast chamber, her breath catching in her throat as she stared at the holographic display hovering before her. After 15 years of studying alien ruins across the galaxy, she had never encountered anything like this. The chamber, buried deep beneath the surface of Proxima, pulsed with an ethereal blue light that seemed to respond to her presence. The display showed a three-dimensional map of the Milky Way, with Earth marked in brilliant gold. Around it, concentric circles of energy rippled outward, forming what Elena could only describe as a protective barrier. But it was the text scrolling beside the display that made her hands tremble as she recorded it with her neural implant. By decree of the Ancient Ones, the species known as humanity shall remain under the protection of the Cosmic Accord. Their potential must be preserved at all costs. To interfere with their natural development is to invite the severest consequences. Elena's research team had discovered the ruins 3 months ago, but this chamber had remained sealed until today. The breakthrough came when they discovered that the door would only respond to human DNA, a fact that should have been impossible given that these ruins predated humanity's emergence on Earth by millions of years. Dr. Martinez, her AI assistant ARIA, chirped through her neural link. "I'm detecting unusual energy signatures approaching the excavation site. They don't match any known spacecraft configurations in our database." Elena quickly secured her findings to her quantum drive. "How many vessels?" ARIA. 3 capital ships just dropped out of FTL at the edge of the system. Their energy output suggests advanced technology far beyond current galactic standards. The chamber's blue light suddenly shifted to red, and ancient symbols began appearing on the walls. Elena's universal translator struggled to keep up, but the message was clear. The Watchers approach. The secret must be preserved. Dr. Martinez. Aria's voice carried an unusual note of urgency. "The vessels are deploying smaller craft. They're on an intercept course with our location. Estimated arrival, 15 minutes. Elena's mind raced. The ruins had been abandoned for millions of years. Why would her discovery trigger such an immediate response? The answer had to lie in the data she'd just uncovered. This wasn't just an archaeological find. It was proof of something far more significant. She quickly transmitted a compressed data packet to her secure server back on Earth. If anything happened to her, the world needed to know what she'd found. The implications were staggering. Humanity wasn't just another species in the vast cosmic ocean. They were special enough to warrant protection from forces beyond their comprehension. The chamber's walls began to shift, ancient machinery grinding to life. Panels opened to reveal corridors that her scans hadn't detected. Aria's voice cut through her thoughts. 10 minutes until intercept. The vessels are jamming all conventional communication channels. Elena made her decision. Rather than heading back to the surface where unknown forces awaited, she chose one of the newly revealed corridors. The walls hummed with energy, lighting her way as she moved deeper into the complex. Her neural implant recorded everything, mapping her route through the ancient structure. Dr. Martinez. Aria reported, "I'm detecting massive energy buildups from the approaching vessels. They appear to be charging weapons systems. Can you identify who they are?" Elena asked as she rushed through the corridor. "Negative. Their technology signatures don't match any known species in the galactic database. However, I'm detecting quantum entanglement patterns similar to those used by the Arcturus Confederation." The Arcturus Confederation, a mysterious group that had appeared on the galactic stage only recently, claiming to be guardians of ancient knowledge. They had always shown particular interest in human affairs, but no one knew why. Until now. The corridor opened into another chamber, smaller than the first, but filled with what appeared to be stasis pods. They were empty, but their design was unmistakably meant for humanoid occupants. More text scrolled across the walls. "The Cedars shall return when the time is right. Until then, humanity must be preserved. 5 minutes until intercept," Aria announced. "Dr. Martinez, I'm detecting movement within the ruins. Something is awakening." The chamber's technology was responding to her presence, ancient systems coming to life after millions of years of dormancy. Alina realized she wasn't just making a discovery. She was triggering something that had been waiting for humanity to reach this point in their development. A holographic figure materialized before her, its form flickering between different alien species as if unable to settle on a single appearance. When it spoke, its voice resonated directly in her mind. The protection protocol has been activated. You have awakened what was meant to sleep for another 1,000 years. The galaxy will know of humanity's importance before they are ready. You must prepare them. Before Alina could respond, the figure disappeared, and the chamber began to seal itself. She had seconds to make a choice. Try to escape to the surface where unknown forces waited, or trust in the ancient technology that had protected humanity for millions of years. The decision was made for her as the chamber's floor began to glow with intense energy. The last thing Alina heard was Aria's voice. Multiple quantum signatures detected. The vessels are powering up their main weapons. Dr. Martinez, they're going to. The world dissolved in a flash of light, and Alina Martinez disappeared from the ruins of Proxima, carrying with her the secret that would change humanity's understanding of their place in the universe forever. The Awakening. Admiral Sarah Chen stood before the United Earth Defense Council, her holographic presentation showing the last known coordinates of Dr. Martinez's expedition. 3 weeks had passed since the incident at Proxima, and the situation had only grown more complex. The energy signature we detected during Dr. Martinez's disappearance matches nothing in our database, Chen explained, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. However, the data packet she managed to transmit before vanishing has revealed something extraordinary. The council chamber's display shifted to show the ancient text Dr. Martinez had discovered. The implications had kept Earth's best minds working around the clock since its arrival. We are not alone in this galaxy, Chen continued, and more importantly, we were never meant to be. Something out there has been protecting humanity, guiding our development from the shadows. A murmur rippled through the council members. Commander Jackson, his weathered face creased with concern, leaned forward. And now we have unwanted attention because of this discovery. Correct, Chen confirmed. In the past 3 weeks, we've detected 17 unauthorized quantum signatures at the edge of our solar system. Someone is watching us, and they're using technology far beyond our current capabilities. The chamber's lights dimmed as Chen brought up new data. But that's not all. We've been contacted. The display showed a message, received just hours ago through channels that shouldn't have existed. The protection of humanity was meant to last another millennium. The veil has been lifted too soon. Prepare yourselves. We've confirmed this message originated from within the Arcturus Confederation's territory, Chen explained. The same group that's been quietly observing Earth for the past decade. Before she could continue, alarms blared throughout the complex. Emergency lights bathed the chamber in red as tactical displays sprang to life. Multiple quantum ruptures detected. The AI defense system announced. Unknown vessels emerging in high Earth orbit. Energy signatures matched those recorded at Proxima. Chen's training took over as she accessed the tactical network through her neural interface. The vessels that appeared above Earth were massive, their designs unlike anything humanity had encountered in their brief time among the stars. This is Admiral Chen of the United Earth Defense Force. She broadcast on all frequencies. You have entered restricted space. Identify yourselves immediately. The response came not through conventional channels, but directly into the minds of everyone in the chamber. We are the preservers. The ancient law has been broken. The secret of humanity's importance cannot be allowed to spread. Before Chen could respond, new quantum signatures flared to life. Another fleet emerged, their ships bearing the distinctive markings of the Arcturus Confederation. This is High Sentinel Xerath of the Arcturus Confederation. A new voice announced, this time through normal channels. We stand with humanity. The time of hiding is over. The chamber erupted in chaos as council members argued about how to proceed. Chen remained focused on the tactical display, watching as the two alien fleets positioned themselves for what could become the first major battle in Earth's orbit. "Admiral," her AI assistant reported, "we're detecting unusual energy readings from the surface. Something is activating in multiple locations across the planet." Satellite imagery showed ancient structures, hidden for millennia, beginning to emerge from beneath the Earth's surface. Structures that bore the same markings as the ruins on Proxima. They're not just ruins, Chen realized. They're defense installations. Earth itself has been preparing for this moment. The Preserver fleet launched the first attack, not at Earth, but at the Arcturus ships. The space above Earth lit up with weapons fire that defied known physics, as two ancient powers clashed over humanity's fate. Chen made her decision. "Launch our fleet," she ordered. "Humanity won't stand idle while others decide our destiny." As Earth's ships rose to join the battle, more ancient installations activated across the planet's surface. Humanity had lived under protection for so long, but now they would have to fight for their right to know the truth about their place in the cosmos. In orbit, the battle raged as three forces clashed. The Preservers, who wanted to maintain humanity's ignorance, the Arcturus Confederation, who believed it was time for the truth, and humanity itself, fighting for their right to choose their own path. Unknown to the combatants, deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, another ancient structure was stirring to life. Within its chambers, a stasis pod opened, and Dr. Elena Martinez gasped her first breath in 3 weeks, the knowledge of humanity's true purpose finally clear in her mind. The awakening had begun, and with it, the galaxy would never be the same. The Resistance. Dr. Elena Martinez stood in the command center of the underwater facility, her mind still processing the knowledge that had been downloaded into her consciousness during stasis. Around her, ancient holographic displays showed the battle raging in orbit, while others displayed data streams that told a story spanning millions of years. "The Preservers are wrong," she announced to Admiral Chen, and the gathered military leadership who had been brought to this secret facility. Humanity wasn't meant to be kept in ignorance forever. We were being protected until we reached a specific point in our development. The facility's AI systems translated streams of alien text as Elena accessed them through her neural link. The Ancient Ones didn't just protect us. They engineered us, but not in the way you might think. A holographic representation of human DNA appeared in the center of the room, but it was unlike any genetic display they had seen before. Layers of code existed between the standard genetic markers, hidden information that had been waiting to be activated. Humanity carries within them the combined genetic legacy of over 1,000 extinct civilizations, Elena explained. "We're not just another species. We're a vault, a living archive of the galaxy's greatest achievements and possibilities." Admiral Chen studied the display, her tactical mind already processing the implications. The Preservers want to keep this hidden, while the Arcturus Confederation thinks it's time for activation. But why now? Before Elena could answer, the facility shuddered as something massive struck the ocean above them. The tactical displays showed Preserver dropships entering the atmosphere, their weapons targeting the ancient installations that had emerged across Earth. "They're not just attacking our defenses," Elena said, her eyes scanning the incoming data. "They're trying to prevent the activation sequence that's already begun in the human population." Reports were flooding in from around the globe. People were experiencing unprecedented cognitive leaps, accessing knowledge and abilities that had laid dormant in their genes. The hidden legacy was awakening, and it couldn't be stopped. "We need to coordinate a global response," Chen decided. "If what you're saying is true, we're not just fighting for our right to know the truth. We're fighting for the right to become what we were always meant to be." Elena nodded, but her expression remained grave. "There's more. The genetic archive within us, it's not just scientific knowledge or technological advancement. It's something far more crucial. Each extinct civilization we carry within us found a piece of the answer to a question that's haunted the galaxy since the beginning." The facility's displays shifted, showing a pattern that repeated throughout the cosmos. a degradation in the fundamental forces that held reality together. The universe is dying, Elena revealed, not just ending, but unraveling. The Ancient Ones discovered this truth and realized no single civilization would live long enough to find the solution. Understanding dawned on Chen's face, so they seeded their knowledge into us, preserved it within our very being, knowing that when the time was right, we would awaken and have access to all their accumulated wisdom, Elena finished. Humanity isn't just a protected species, we're the last hope for finding a way to save existence itself. Above them, the battle for Earth's orbit had reached a stalemate. The Preserver fleet's superior technology was matched by the sheer number of ancient defense platforms rising from Earth's surface, while the Arcturus ships provided crucial support to the human fleet. But the real battle was just beginning. Across the planet, millions of humans were experiencing the first stage of awakening. Scientists suddenly understood principles that had eluded them for centuries. Engineers conceived of technologies that should have been impossible. Artists saw colors that had never existed on Earth. The Preservers aren't our enemies, Elena realized as she processed more of the ancient knowledge. They're afraid. The last time a species was uplifted to access the genetic archive, they couldn't handle the power. They nearly destroyed a quarter of the galaxy before they were stopped. But we're different, Chen stated, watching as her own neural implant began interfacing with previously dormant parts of her consciousness. We were designed to handle this, weren't we? Elena nodded. Over millions of years, humanity was subtly guided, tested, challenged. Every hardship we faced, every obstacle we overcame, it was all preparation for this moment. The facility's systems suddenly highlighted a new threat. Preserver ground forces had begun targeting populated areas, attempting to neutralize awakening humans before they could fully access their dormant abilities. They'll try to stop us, Chen said, already coordinating Earth's military response through her enhanced neural link. But humanity has never backed down from a fight, especially when the stakes are this high. Elena turned to the assembled leaders, her eyes reflecting the knowledge of 1,000 dead civilizations. We need to organize globally, protect those who are awakening, and prepare for what comes next. Because once humanity fully awakens, we'll face an even greater challenge: solving the mystery that all those ancient civilizations died trying to understand. The underwater facility trembled again as more Preserver forces arrived, but this time, humanity was ready. They had spent their entire existence being prepared for this moment, and they would not fail. The resistance had begun, and with it, the true purpose of humanity would finally be realized. The Alliance. High above Earth's northern hemisphere, Captain Maya Santos watched from the bridge of the UES Defiant as another wave of awakened humans demonstrated abilities that defied conventional physics. Teams of engineers, their minds enhanced by newly activated genetic memories, were modifying Earth's ships with technology that shouldn't have been possible. The Arcturus ships are requesting permission to dock, her AI reported. High Sentinel Xerath says it's time for the full briefing. Maya nodded, still adjusting to the strange new awareness in her mind. Like millions of others, she had begun accessing knowledge from long-dead civilizations, understanding concepts that should have taken lifetimes to master. The Defiant's newly upgraded conference room filled with both human leaders and alien allies. High Sentinel Xerath, a towering figure with crystalline features, stood beside Dr. Elena Martinez as holographic displays showed the ongoing planetary transformations. The Preservers have called for reinforcements, Xerath announced, his crystalline form shifting colors as he spoke. They believe that humanity's awakening will trigger the same catastrophe that occurred with the Nexus civilization. Elena stepped forward, her consciousness now fully integrated with the ancient knowledge. But they're wrong about us. The Nexus were uplifted too quickly, given access to the genetic archive without proper preparation. Humanity has been carefully guided for millions of years, each generation building upon the last. The displays showed the current situation on Earth. Ancient installations had emerged on every continent, each one serving as a sanctuary for awakening humans. The Preserver ground forces had been pushed back, unable to match the rapidly evolving capabilities of humanity's defenders. We've confirmed that the genetic archive contains knowledge from exactly 1,000 extinct civilizations, Elena continued. Each one discovered a crucial piece of the puzzle regarding the universe's degradation. But more importantly, each one contributed something unique to humanity's development. Admiral Chen, her neural implants now fully integrated with the ancient systems, brought up new tactical displays. The Preservers are gathering a fleet unlike anything we've ever seen. Long-range scans suggest they're drawing ships from across the galaxy. They fear what humanity might become, Xerath explained, his crystalline form pulsing with concerned colors. But they don't understand that this was always the plan. The Arcturus Confederation has watched over humanity for eons, waiting for this moment. Maya studied the tactical displays, her enhanced mind-processing strategies that would have been impossible weeks ago. These ships they're gathering, they're not just coming to stop us. They're coming to quarantine Earth, aren't they? Yes, Xerath confirmed. They intend to isolate humanity, prevent the awakening from spreading. But they don't realize it's already too late. Belina accessed more of the ancient database, revealing new information. The genetic archive wasn't just planted in humans on Earth. Early humanity spread across the stars, seeding colonies that were hidden and protected. As we awaken here, they're awakening too. The room's displays showed points of light appearing across the galaxy, hidden human colonies beginning to stir. Each one had been carefully placed, protected by ancient technologies that had kept them hidden for millennia. This is why the Preservers are so afraid. Xerath said, humanity isn't just awakening on Earth. They're awakening everywhere, accessing the combined knowledge of 1,000 dead civilizations. The potential for change is unprecedented. Admiral Chen's expression hardened as she processed the tactical implications. They'll try to strike these colonies too. We need to protect them. We already are, Elena revealed. The ancient defense systems are active across the galaxy. But we need more than just military strength. We need to prove that humanity can handle this responsibility. Maya felt the weight of history pressing down on them all. How long do we have before their main fleet arrives? 3 days, Xerath answered. But by then, humanity will be different. The awakening isn't just about accessing knowledge. It's about becoming something new, something that can finally solve the mystery that has haunted the galaxy for billions of years. The conference room hummed with energy as more systems came online. Earth's transformation was accelerating, and with it, humanity's potential was being unleashed. But time was running out. We need to coordinate with the colonies, Chen decided. Form a united front. Humanity may be scattered across the stars, but we've never been more connected. Elena nodded, her mind reaching out through ancient networks that spanned the galaxy. The colonies are responding. They're ready to stand with us. The ancient ones planned for this, prepared for this moment. When the Preservers arrive, they won't find a primitive species trying to access power they don't understand. They'll find humanity, Maya finished, feeling the strength of countless civilizations flowing through her enhanced consciousness, united, prepared, and ready to face whatever comes next. The alliance between humanity and the Arcturus Confederation grew stronger as preparations continued. Ships were modified, strategies were developed, and humanity's hidden potential continued to unfold. The final battle was approaching, but this time, humanity wouldn't face it alone. The ancient knowledge flowing through their genes had taught them one crucial truth. The universe wasn't just unraveling. It was waiting for something, waiting for a species that could combine the wisdom of the past with the potential of the future. Humanity had been designed to be that species, and now they would prove it. The revelation. The vast Preserver armada emerged from quantum space like a storm of metallic clouds, their ships darkening the space around Earth. But humanity was ready. The combined fleet of Earth, its awakened colonies, and the Arcturus Confederation held position, their ships now enhanced with technology that had laid dormant in human genes for millions of years. Dr. Elena Martinez stood in the central chamber of the underwater facility, her consciousness linked to similar installations across 100 worlds. Through this network, she could feel the presence of billions of awakened humans, their minds working in harmony as they processed the knowledge of extinct civilizations. They're broadcasting a final warning, Admiral Chen reported, her enhanced mind directly connected to Earth's defense grid. They're giving us one last chance to surrender, to accept containment and suppression of the awakening. Elena smiled, understanding flowing through her like a river of light. They still don't understand. Show them what we've discovered. At her command, every human installation across the galaxy activated simultaneously. Beams of energy shot into space, not as weapons, but as markers, creating a pattern that had never been seen before. The combined knowledge of 1,000 dead civilizations had finally revealed the truth. The universe isn't just unraveling. Elena broadcast to all ships, human and alien alike. It's transforming. What we perceived as degradation was actually metamorphosis. The ancient ones discovered this, but they couldn't survive long enough to see it through. That's why they created us. The space between the opposing fleets filled with holographic displays visible to all. They showed the pattern that humanity had finally pieced together. The fundamental forces of reality weren't breaking down. They were preparing for a phase shift, a cosmic evolution that would reshape existence itself. Each civilization we carry within us found a piece of this truth, Elena continued. But more importantly, each one contributed to humanity's unique ability to survive this change. We're not just carrying their knowledge, we're the culmination of their combined evolution. The Preserver fleet held position as their leaders processed this revelation. High Sentinel Xarith's voice echoed across all channels. Show them the proof. At that moment, every awakened human focused their enhanced consciousness on a single point in space. The combined knowledge of 1,000 extinct species, filtered through humanity's unique perspective, allowed them to see what no individual civilization had ever perceived. The threshold where reality itself was preparing to transform. The universe isn't dying, Elena explained, her voice carrying the weight of eons. It's growing up, and humanity was engineered to be its guide through this transformation. Each species we carry within us tried to fight this change, to prevent what they saw as the end of existence. But we can see the truth. It's not an ending, but a beginning. The space between the fleets began to shimmer as humanity demonstrated their understanding. Patches of space-time shifted, showing glimpses of what reality was becoming. It was beautiful and terrifying, impossible to fully comprehend with any single consciousness. But humanity, with their uniquely engineered minds, could grasp it. The Preservers feared we would destroy reality like the Nexus tried to do, Elena said. But the Nexus fought against the transformation. We're here to guide it, to ensure that life can survive the universe's metamorphosis. That's why we were created, protected, and awakened. A voice echoed from the Preserver fleet, ancient and filled with surprise. You truly understand. After all these ends, a species finally understands. The massive Preserver ships began powering down their weapons. In that moment, they realized that their role as preservers of the old universe was ending. A new phase was beginning, and humanity had been designed to shepherd life through this cosmic transformation. We offer our alliance, the Preserver voice declared, not as controllers or suppressors, but as witnesses to what comes next. Show us what humanity was truly created to do. Elena reached out with her enhanced consciousness, connecting with every awakened human across the galaxy. Together, they began the work they were designed for, preparing all forms of life for the universe's evolution. The combined knowledge of 1,000 extinct civilizations, filtered through humanity's unique perspective, would ensure that nothing would be left behind. The ancient defense installations transformed into beacons, their energy reaching out across space and time. Humanity's hidden colonies revealed themselves, each one positioned at a crucial point in the galaxy's structure. Together, they formed a network that would guide and protect life through the greatest change in cosmic history. This is what it means to be human, Alina broadcast to all of humanity, her words carrying the weight of their newfound purpose. We are not just another species. We are not just carriers of ancient knowledge. We are the bridge between what was and what will be. The universe is changing, and we will ensure that life changes with it. The combined fleets of humanity, the Arcturus Confederation, and the Preservers began working together, preparing for the cosmic transformation that had been set in motion billions of years ago. The Ancient Ones had known this day would come, and in humanity, they had created something unique, a species that could not only survive the universe's metamorphosis but guide others through it. The secret law that had protected humanity for so long had served its purpose. They were no longer just a protected species. They had become the protectors, the guides, the shepherds of life itself. The universe was about to change, and humanity would lead the way into a new era of existence.